Episode 169.
The Ultimate Deck Podcast. Need a show about outdoor living? This is where it's at with your hosts, Shane Chapman and Way Laurent. Thank you for tuning in. Now let the show begin. Yeah. The Ultimate Deck Podcast. Let's go.
Hi, Bryce.
What up?
How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
It's Friday.
It's Friday. Gotta get down on Friday.
You know that song was like the most listened to song every Friday only, though?
Oh, yeah, I believe that. It's a good tune. I'm going to put, you know what? When we're done here,
You're going to put
You're going to hear it.
Rebecca Black.
I'm going to smash that out on my speaker over there.
Ugh.
That's probably better when I play sometimes. You don't really like the country music that comes out of my office sometimes.
No, I don't like the country music at all.
But you don't mind the 90s alternative stuff that I play sometimes?
Yeah, and I like the 70s.
70s rock sometimes?
80s is okay.
I just kind of flop around a little bit.
You're a little bit everywhere.
A little bit everywhere. What's going on this week with you?
With me?
Yeah, with you.
Not a whole lot. It was Groundhog's Day on Tuesday.
It was?
February 2nd is Groundhog's
What happened?
Day.
Did he see a shadow?
I got the info.
What info? It's just a yes or no question, Bryce.
In Canada, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in Canada.
6 what? Groundhogs?
Groundhogs.
Get out of here.
5 groundhogs and 1 lobster.
Woolerton Willie? Is that the one? Is that his name?
So starting in
From here?
Yeah, Weirton. No, there is none in Saskatchewan.
Oh.
Yeah, so Alberta.
Because it's just winter here all the time.
Exactly. It's like we don't care. It's going to be cold anyway. It doesn't matter.
You're checking the shit in February. It's like
Exactly.
6 more weeks of winter? Yes. Always yes.
Exactly. So Balzac Billy in Alberta.
Balzac Billy?
From Balzac, Alberta. Episode 169. I don't know.
Come on. Balzac Billy.
Balzac Billy. Shadow.
I have to Google what Balzac Billy looks like.
Credible source.
I know they're trying to say it's the town name, but I want to know how he actually got his name.
Probably from the town.
Little Balzac Billy.
He likes to go. Yeah. Okay.
Come on.
Manitoba Merv.
Okay.
Shadow.
That sounds like, yeah.
Weirton Willie from Ontario. Weirton, Ontario.
Oh, he's from Ontario. Okay.
No shadow.
No shadow. Sorry, we have 2 shadows.
2 shadows, 1 no shadow.
And no shadow means more winter?
So yeah. So just as a clarification for everybody, I had to look this up too. Shadow is 6 more weeks of winter. No shadow is early spring. And to someone from Saskatchewan,
shadow is more
winter. Yeah. If they see their shadow, they run back in.
So we're on 2 for 3.
We're on 2 for 3.
Yeah, we're going to have more winter.
Right. But if you were to tell me February 2nd, we're only going to have 6 more weeks of winter.
Woo!
Living in Saskatchewan. Yeah, exactly. It's
up,
party
boy?
time.
Yeah. That was last year. We had a beautiful March last year.
Exactly.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Where are we? Quebec. Fred La Marmotte.
You be careful how you say that province's name. Eric's in the chat.
Quebec.
There you go. Closer.
It's
not Quebec, that's for sure.
Well, QU is a Qua sound.
Right.
We're not French. He saw a shadow.
Quebec.
Another 6 weeks. And then in Nova Scotia, there's 2. There's Shubin Katie Sam.
That's one?
That's one.
That's one name?
Shubin Katie Sam from northern Nova Scotia.
Sounds like triplets.
Saw their shadow. And Lucy the Lobster also saw their
They do a lobster.
in Nova Scotia. Yep. And then there's Phil from Pennsylvania.
Phil from Pennsylvania.
I don't even know how to say it. P-U-N-X.
So the Maritimes, they have 2 in case they disagree with the first one?
Yeah, and one of them's a crustacean.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, the groundhog doesn't work. It's saying more winter. Get the lobster.
Yeah, so there was only one that said that there's going to be no more winter.
And that was in Manitoba.
Ontario.
Oh, Ontario. I was going to call bullshit on that.
The middle of Ontario.
Yeah, there's no way Winnipeg gets out of winter first.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
But 6 more weeks. That's good for me.
The city of Regina, for those who are not from here, that is how you say it.
Regina. Man, look at it. It looks so cool.
It does look cool. Our set is balling now. Frost, Regina. Are you going to partake? There's this thing happening.
I partake every day in Frost, Regina.
Yeah. But are you partaking in the events that they're doing this year? It starts today.
Oh, yeah. See, I didn't even know it started today. What's going on?
Well, I don't know. I was hoping you'd fill me in. No, they're deciding like, let's not hole up for February because February is generally the shittiest month. Like weather-wise, it's like very temperamental. It can be very cold at times, like worse than January even. It
was minus 45 earlier this week.
A little chilly this morning. So they're saying like, let's do some events in February so that people don't just kind of like hole up until March.
Oh yeah.
Get out and enjoy the weather. Like dress for it, of course, but it's not like February. Like next week here, it's supposed to be like, if we're talking Fahrenheit, because most of our audience is American, it's gonna be like 35 next week.
That's nice.
So that's fine.
Yeah.
For going outside. That's beautiful in February.
Beautiful. Yeah. I could wear shorts in that.
In February here, it's just as likely to be minus 35.
Exactly.
So it's going to be a beautiful week next week for Frost Week. And so they're doing all sorts of events. I don't know what there is. They're like lighting stuff up. There's like bands. There's outdoor skating rinks. There's a horse and carriage pub crawl. So if you want to do pub crawls with all the local breweries, you can hop on and hop off like horse-drawn carriages.
Hopefully you don't step in any shit.
Hopefully. But like if it's +1 in February, nothing can ruin your mood. So
that's right. The ground's already going to look like brown anyway.
Right. So there's lots of stuff going on. I saw a picture of something where they have this like light maze thing that looks really cool. I think I need to get out and take the kids to it. So I might do that tonight.
So it starts tonight?
I believe it starts tonight, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I drove by one of the areas like down Dewdney today because a lot of it's they have them kind of all over the place, these different event centers around the city. But Dewdney Rail Yards is where one of them is.
Oh, yeah,
and
nice.
They have like tents all set up and they have giant like natural gas heaters and like little like light board things around something, which I presume is a rink. I couldn't tell from driving by, but I think it's going to be a rink that has like heaters out on the ice, I'm guessing. So, yeah, I think like... Let's get out here. There. Let's go do some stuff.
Let's go not sit in the warmth of our houses.
Right. Like my 15-year-old and I we went for blizzards last night. It was minus 30.
So Saskatchewan.
And he's like, I want a blizzard. And there was a lineup in the in the drive-thru. That's the thing. I thought, sure, let's go. It was like 8:30. I'm like, this will be a quick in and out.
Bam, bam.
That's not true. Dairy Queen is never a quick in and out, by the way.
No.
If anybody from Dairy Queen is ever listening to this, know that your drive-thru is the slowest of all drive-thrus.
Dear Dairy Queen.
And anyway, so I thought it would be like relatively quick, but no, there were like 6 cars in front of us. It was crazy.
I mean, the Slurpee machines still go in Saskatchewan in the middle of February too. So
yeah, that's true. That's right.
We're insane people up here.
Yep. Eric Teru says, wouldn't a heater around ice make it a swimming pool? He's never experienced Saskatchewan cold, where you could have a blast furnace blowing at the ice, but if it's more than 3 feet away,
it's not going to do
still ice.
Yeah, exactly. I could take my coffee outside and it would freeze as I threw it through the air.
Right? I used to do that when I was building. I was a contractor. I just couldn't break out of the summertime habit of grabbing a Tim Hortons coffee on the way to the job site. And I'd still do that in January and February.
And then it would be a block of ice.
And for what, bro? Like, you haven't even started working yet. You're just unpacking your tools and the thing's already like ice cold.
Yep.
So you didn't even I'd take one sip.
Yep.
Driving there, get out, and then the coffee was over.
Have you seen all those like TikTok videos from people in Saskatchewan doing the ramen trick?
No, what's this?
Where you like make yourself some like instant ramen and then you go and put a fork in it and hold it up outside for like 5 seconds and then it just freezes like that.
Does it smash?
I don't know. I've never watched it smash.
I got to tell you about a cold. So last Monday, the city of Regina, this is a very local episode today, banned single-use plastics with like grocery bags and stuff.
Yeah.
So like good. But I went to Dad's Organic Market and I bought, yes, I did.
Did they have plastic?
No,
Sorry.
No, they didn't. They had paper bags.
I got ahead of myself there.
Here's the thing. And this was day 1. No, sorry, day 2. I went on Tuesday. They had paper bags. Wasn't even getting that much stuff. And the paper bags had like cutout handles, but they were like plastic reinforced around them. I walked outside. I never even made it to my truck before both handles broke and the freaking bag dropped. I think because it was so cold. The plastic got brittle and broke.
Was that what it was?
What else would it be?
Yeah, I don't know.
Why'd the thing just blow out?
I don't know.
10 seconds outside the door. So far, plastic or paper bags, not working.
I was going to say, do you like paper bags? I think
they're awful.
I don't mind them when you're getting groceries. If you get those big ones and then you stack it nice and then you carry it from underneath.
That's the thing though. You got to put your hand underneath it. Give me a box then.
Yeah. So when was it? It was probably, Oh, it was in the summer. My wife was gone, and my daughter and I walked to the grocery store, and I was like, oh, we're just going to pick up a couple things, not thinking that I had to walk back from the grocery store. And for some reason, Safeway had already gotten rid of all of their plastic bags. And so I'm walking back with 2 giant brown paper bags. And it was so impossible to do. And then they broke.
You know what's really going to piss me off? Is the first time that I have to unload a bunch of groceries out of the back of the car.
Yeah.
And I can't take them all at once. With plastic bags, we all know, you put them, you roll them up your forearm, so you're cutting circulation off. You take the whole thing, all $400 of the groceries.
Exactly.
2 arms, 1 trip.
Right.
How are you going to do with that with paper bags?
I don't know. You're going to have to keep all your leftover Costco boxes in the back of your truck just so you can put your groceries in it.
No, you want to know another story?
Okay.
I was at Costco on Saturday.
And no boxes.
Frickin' zoo.
Right.
No boxes.
No way.
My bill is $700.
How do you carry that out? Or you just left it loose cart, in the back of
and
your
it went
truck?
loose into the bed of my truck. And I had to stack it like strategically so they didn't just bounce around and fly all over the place. I was graced by God on my way to my truck that I found a box outside. And I was like, mine. Like the seagulls from Nemo.
Yeah.
I snatched up that 1 box.
It was all like wet.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Somebody knew. There was a good Samaritan out there. My guardian angel knew that somebody was going to need a box because they clearly finished theirs and were like, I'm just going to set this one here. Somebody else might be able to use it.
Don't need it anymore.
And like, it could have been a fight if somebody else would have went for it. Because I was choked. Before I'd even walked out the store, I texted my wife. I was like, no frickin' boxes.
Nuts. That's nuts.
$700 worth of crap. Like, that's a lot.
That's a lot of crap.
For no boxes.
For no boxes.
Like, frick. Oh, man. Haney Construction says cold bags usually shrink, not drop. Just saying. Well, I can read that innuendo all day long. Precision Construction says reusable cloth bags with handles, my guys. So that is, we've been doing that for a long time.
I was stocking up on plastic bags before they decided to announce. So I just keep a bunch of them in my car now.
Yeah, reuse them for sure.
Reuse them.
Everybody keeps plastic bags around.
Yeah.
But we do use, like, here's the thing though. If we go get groceries somewhere, but the thing is I was at work already and my wife's like, can you stop at Dad's and grab some stuff? So I didn't have the option of grabbing a bag.
Right.
But if we go shopping, my wife generally does, she keeps the reusable bags in the car and then we just bring them in and we use them. That's all good and dandy. But if you order groceries online, and she'll do this often from like Superstore or Walmart, the 2 evil corporations.
Right.
It's like a bag per item, plastic bags. So I'm curious what Walmart's doing now. Because before I'd pick them up all the time. She placed the order, I'd come home from work, I'd pick it up. And then it was literally like, here's a bag for your milk, here's a bag for your corn, here's a bag for your beans, here's a bag for yours. I was like, can you guys not put more than one item in a bag? So like they were going gung-ho. And now they don't have any anymore. Maybe they're trying to get rid of them. That could be it. That could be it. Okay. We've pissed away enough time here. You want to talk about what we're going to talk about today? So today we are going to talk about 5 things that every deck needs.
Voyeurism. Yeah, you know.
Wow. Hey.
It's like Wade's here.
You're waiting for that. You're waiting for that. So 5 things that every deck needs just to make it a little bit more enjoyable.
Yeah. I think that's, I think every deck is just a deck until you put this stuff on it. It's not usable.
Right.
Is that what I'm trying to say? I don't know.
I don't know. I thought you were going to say something like revolutionary.
Really,
there, and then it just came out that
yeah, it was
a deck in a deck without things on it.
Deck in a deck.
It's just a floor.
It's just an outside floor.
Yeah. Eric True says he's old enough to remember the time when there was only paper bags.
Yeah. Well, when was that?
Hey,
80s?
Not to get off on a tangent again. Is Ontario the only province that bags their milk, or does Quebec do that as well? Eric, do you bag your milk?
Bag your milk? Do
like
you mean
milk
bags
comes
of
in
milk?
bags.
We
Yeah.
used to have that.
Come on.
I remember it.
It's from like 1983.
I wasn't even born, so suck that.
Well, your milk was old when you found it then.
No, the plastic jugs with the milk bag in it, and
Yeah, when they used to have
from the
milkmen deliver. Yes, exactly. When they used to deliver
milkmen
it.
up until 1998.
Get out of here, you did.
Yeah, there was a guy in our area, and he used to bring ice cream too.
But did he actually work for anything, or was he just a
He
creep?
worked for Dairyland.
He's just a creep.
He's just a creep that had a freezer truck.
want some more milk? Got more milk today. Weird.
Okay.
Anyway, number 1, this is not going to be a surprise because we talk about this all the time. Adding lighting to your deck.
Yes.
And the reason we talk about it all the time is because it's so freaking important.
And it's safe.
And it's safe too. You don't want to dangerously use your deck. But saving a little bit of budget or adding it later, but saving a little budget for some lights on the deck just flips that space from like you said, not even a deck,
Yeah.
to being a really enjoyable
It
space.
turns it from off to on.
Well, well played. Well
Like
played
a
on
light
the pun
switch,
there. Yeah, that was
right?
beautiful. I like that.
No, I
So, but no, like it doesn't have to cost a whole bunch. Like if you want a good quality light, they're good. Like if you're going to go with like InLight brand, they are a more premium price light. So you might be looking at a budget, like whatever, the world's your oyster. You can spend whatever you want.
Right.
But if you're getting into InLight just to light up your stairs, you're looking at a few $100. Probably to do a nice lighting package on an average size deck, you're probably looking at $1,000, $1,000, $1,500, something like that. Will get you a really nice lighting package from a high quality manufacturer. You can order your lights from Alibaba and spend $200 for that same package, but you'll get what you are asking for.
I would say bare minimum, get those patio lights.
Those patio lanterns.
Exactly.
Yeah. Something.
Bare minimum.
Even those, right? And you can pick those up from Costco for $50 a box.
Right.
That's what you're talking about? Like the
That's
little
what I'm talking
hanging
about. They
incandescent,
hang-
like, but LED
LED, yeah, just
looking ones.
get them.
Little
Get some
bohemian
light
suckers.
on your deck.
Get some light up your deck.
Light up your deck.
I'm not even asking
You don't
I'm
even
not
want-
asking you anymore.
You don't even want people to
Light up
see.
your beep and deck.
And if you angle it right, it might look bigger.
Right? Always light from the top.
That's right.
Always light from the top. But stairs are the obvious place because of the safety concern, and it looks nice, but you don't see the stairs when you're on the deck. What really starts to like give some cool effect is railing lighting, for one. That's the obvious place. But if you have some overhead structures on your deck, like a pergola or something like that, start lighting that sucker. Up light it, down light it in between.
Everywhere.
Inside
Upside,
of it.
outside.
Like, hollow out the post and shine a light inside.
Glass posts.
Just glass. Yeah. Oh!
Glass posts.
Oh! But like frosted glass.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice tie back to our original
should do
conversation.
that.
Frosted glass posts with lights in them.
Frost.
Just light beam posts.
Exactly.
Lightsaber pergolas.
Lightsaber pergolas?
Oh man.
It's not even a real pergola. It's just a hologram now.
Oh my God. Number 2, holograms.
Yeah, right. A hologram.
But you should go check out, like if you're wondering, if you can't envision why you might want to add light or understand that it adds such a cool creative vibe to your deck, go to InLight's website.
Yep.
InLight.com or in-light.com, I think it is. LITE, not GH. And check out some of the pictures in there because light can be used to create like shapes and art almost in a way. And I know it sounds stupid, but
like those junkyard arts where they take a light and it looks like a pile of junk and then it hits the wall and it's a motorbike.
Right. Yeah. But the irony is that like the scrap is an old motorbike.
It is an old motorbike.
What's born is new. So what's born again is new again.
A deck's just a deck.
But if you go on their website, they can show you like they're like light scientists over there.
They're light.
They know how to use the light.
Jedi.
And they can put different fixtures and aim them in a certain way that it creates cool, like, I'm not even kidding,
Effects,
like art on like a wall. A blank wall is a perfect place to put some sweet ass lights.
Yeah, for sure.
So at least, save a few $100 at least. Put a little bit of light's better than no light.
A little bit of light's better than no light.
But a lot of light's better than a little light.
Shine that, make that thing glow.
Shine bright.
Shine bright.
Like a diamond.
Like a diamond.
Oh man, Eric Tour says we always have bags of milk.
Or
we don't have milk in plastic jugs. And Haney says, who boxes milk? Just Canadians? Come on.
Boxes?
You guys are playing with me here. We don't box.
Everybody boxes. Everybody boxes
well, like
milk.
like a carton.
Everybody gets a carton of milk.
Carton of milk, or the plastic, like, but not like not a bag, like the
not a plastic
blow mold, like jug, like a
4-liter jug,
like
a gallon of milk.
Yeah, like your juice would come in, or right?
How much juice you drinking?
Like your Sunny D.
purple stuff.
right? The purple drink.
But
Precision says, smack it up, flip it, and rub it down. What do you think?
Flip it and
What do
reverse
you think
it?
he's talking about there?
Or is he talking about lighting your deck from underneath?
I don't know. Who could know? Number 2 is privacy,
Or
shade.
privacy from the sun?
Oh, yeah, privacy from the sun.
Who needs the sun?
You don't want that guy peeking down
No.
here, especially if you're out there lighting up your deck.
Weird.
But add some privacy in there, even if you don't have a privacy issue necessarily on your deck.
Right.
Like, it's not that your neighbors are right looking
Nosy.
down onto your deck or something like that. Even if you don't, it still adds a super like cozy vibe to space to put some walls up.
Yeah.
So you don't have to do full pergola, but a full pergola really helps kind of cozy up and define a space. But at least like some 6-foot privacy walls.
What do you think about those louvered privacy walls?
They're good. So they're like your friendly neighbor option.
Friendly
You know,
is
you want some privacy, but you don't hate your neighbor.
right.
You want the option to flip that shit open and say hi once in a while.
Have you watched that new Netflix show with Kristen Bell?
No.
Because I think that's what that's about, like a nosy neighbor.
What's it called?
Oh,
Netflix show with Kristen Bell?
It's really long. It's like the girl in the house across the street who watches her stranger neighbor
That's
kill someone.
just a
for real.
sentence.
It's what it is.
It's not a show name.
Yeah, no, it's super popular
That's
right
the
now.
description.
That's what the title of the show is.
What's the description then?
A lonely housewife in the Midwest watches.
Reworded the title again. So, privacy shade. Oasis privacy screens, Hideaway privacy screens. There's a few different brands, these things out there now.
Yep.
Super cool because they can add, again, that artistic element to it. They've all got these laser cut panels and patterns that choose whichever one fits your fancy.
You can hang stuff on them.
You can hang stuff on them. You could do these Hoft walls that we have behind you. These Hoft walls are pretty sweet. They've got accessories like little planters and shelves and bath towel hooks. And
This is a real plant.
that is a real plant, actually.
It feels a little like plastic.
No, it's a real plant. You actually reminded me that I need to take care of that.
Is that a real
thing.
plant?
Yeah, it is. It's a real plant.
It's still alive.
It's still alive, but like the only light it gets is these
Oh yeah, there's dirt in here.
pink glow from behind, and then like the studio lights.
Once a week.
But it seems to be thriving. But add some green. Well, let's not get there. But like add some accessories to your wall,
We're not there yet.
or do the pergola.
Do pergola.
Do the pergola. I think pergolas are sweet.
What about the awning? You know, comes out from the house like an electric awning.
Sure.
Is that okay?
Sure.
I know we don't sell them, but
No. But yeah.
speaking
Another
of,
fine. The only reason I'm acting like that is because I've never been a big fan of those things. I feel like those belong in a camper. To me, they feel kind of cheap, and they're not cheap.
they're not cheap. They're really expensive.
But they kind of, certainly functionally, they're great. But
they provide real shade.
to me, it just seems kind of like box store solution-y. Like,
okay.
roll out a shade over top here.
Yeah, sure. Because I saw someone put those vertically, and then you had roll out privacy walls.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's
Sure,
kind
why
of
not?
interesting.
But anyways, but if you don't have any shade and you don't, for some reason, want to do a pergola or something, then that's a way to get some shade for sure.
Pergolas add a lot of design interest, though.
100%. And then you can add as much shade and privacy as you want to it. You can fill in the walls, fill in the sides. Like that Toya grid that we have that's become very popular. You can mount the shades to the top if you're looking for shade, and you can mount them to the side if you're looking for privacy or wind block or whatever. Or you can fill it in with whatever you want.
Whatever you
With
want.
more wood or some privacy screens or
Yeah.
whatever. And then slap some light on that sucker.
That's right.
And now you've created yourself a nice space to hang out.
And that hammock.
Murray Kruger Construction on Instagram, a big account up in Saskatoon. He had a deck one time without anything on it.
And now,
Wasn't a deck.
wasn't a deck.
But we hooked him up with a Toya grid,
That's right.
and he did exactly that. He put the Toya grid sail on the top and both sides, and he was just like,
Oh, yeah.
he was loving it.
It's like a room outside.
Right. He had this cozy little environment that cut the wind down, gave him some privacy, and just made it feel like this cozy little space.
Yep.
Lounging in his chair with his laptop, and he's out there doing his thing.
Actually working.
Pretty awesome. So, like, I do that. I haven't.
You do that?
But I
or
would do
you
that.
Would do,
If I
you
had
would
his,
do that.
if I had Murray's deck, I'd do that.
Are you reading the next?
I'm reading the board. Yeah, we should have put that closer.
Don't worry.
Number 3. What's the thing you use your deck for the most, Bryce? Like, not cumulative time spent. I'm talking about trips to using it.
It's
instances of using.
It's definitely the barbecue. Doesn't
for
matter.
me, it's my dog pissing outside.
Well,
but
I don't do that.
You barbecue.
It is the barbecue for me. Even like sometimes when you just don't even want to be outside because the weather and the elements are too hot, you're still using your barbecue on the deck.
100%.
It could be like sheet raining outside and you're still going to use your barbecue.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
Food tastes better.
Food tastes better.
So this might sound obvious, but if you don't have a barbecue on your deck, get a barbecue on your deck.
Yeah.
Or if you do, maybe dabble in some other kitchen appliances like smoker.
Smoker.
Do you have a smoker?
I don't have a smoker.
You gonna get one?
Maybe.
Oh, you don't. Yeah, half your fun's cut out because you're vegetarian.
Yeah.
But like
I
people,
smoke a lot of vegetables. Like
Yeah.
I use a secondary barbecue right now for a smoker.
okay, gotcha.
It's an old shitty
Smoke it
barbecue.
up.
And
Yeah.
I smoke
So
the
you do
shit.
have a smoker then?
Yeah, I do have
You
a
just,
smoker.
like,
It's just not like a
called
smoker.
but like you smoke things.
Yeah, I do smoke things.
Have you smoked cheese?
Yes.
I have not.
It's
but
hard
I
to smoke.
want to do it.
Because you got to do it cold smoke.
I've heard it's amazing. I've bought smoked cheese, but I've not made it myself. I've smoked mac and cheese though. Oh my God.
Tomatoes are my
So
favorite thing
good.
to smoke.
Smoked tomatoes just by themselves?
Yeah. Yeah.
It actually
You know-
gets through the tough layer of that skin?
Yeah, because because they can get hot and then you just let them sit in there for a little long. And then you have tomato sauce at that point.
Is that what you do with it then? Did you make something with it? Or do you just eat a tomato like an apple?
you can just eat it
'Cause
like
that's
that.
weird.
What?
Yeah, it's weird. You don't
don't
eat
like
tomatoes like
horseradish?
apples.
Tomatoes are fruit, so yeah, you do.
I won't debate that one because I know you're technically right, but that one I
that's
don't.
right.
That debate pisses me off.
And green tomatoes are one of my favorite things to eat. Slice them up, fry them.
Really?
Yep. Fried green tomatoes.
I'm not a big. So what's a green tomato? Is that just an unripe tomato?
Just an unripe
Or is there
tomato.
like a species that stays green?
I'm sure you could probably find a species that
But
stays
you're just
green.
saying take an unripe tomato.
Unripe green tomato.
And so
It's got a
you're
little
telling me I'm
starch
the
in
weird
it.
one. You're fully admitting that the product you're about to consume
you-
is not ripe, but you're like, you're weird for not eating the not ripe
like-
potato. Do you eat not ripe?
Bananas? Yes.
Not when they're fully green, but yeah, I prefer a little bit on the non-ripe side. Like
Ripe is just
versus
almost
the other
rotten.
way. I want like ripe perfectly or a little bit less than ripe perfectly. As soon as it crosses past the no-go zone, it's
The
over
no-go
for the
zone.
banana. It becomes
I
a
agree.
frozen banana for a smoothie at that point.
Right. Or banana bread or whatever.
Yeah.
Have you
Exactly.
seen those white strawberries you can get now?
Yeah, those are also just not ripe strawberries.
That's what I thought. And then you eat one and you're like, that's a strawberry.
It's amazing. Like it just
Yeah,
tastes
they're
like
called
strawberry.
like pink strawberries or something like
It's
that.
like Pepsi Clear.
Yeah.
Looks different, tastes the
Pepsi
same.
Clear.
So what's the point? I thought they were bringing that back.
Pepsi Blue.
What the hell's that?
That was their like Hawaiian flavored one.
No, but I thought I heard that they were bringing Pepsi Clear
I
back.
don't think they are.
Google
why
it.
Why would you bring Pepsi Clear back?
Google it. What's your
You don't
favorite?
even like Pepsi.
I don't mind.
You like
I don't
Diet-
mind Pepsi. I'm
Diet-
fine with Pepsi.
Diet Coke.
No, not Diet Coke. Coke Zero. Yeah. I have Pepsi Max at home right now. I've been crushing it on my
Pepsi
Soda
Max?
Stream. They have Pepsi Max.
Is that
and Soda
really
Stream now.
Pepsi Max?
Mhm.
Is
Says
it just Soda Stream?
Says it right on the label. No, it's like an actual Pepsi Max.
Oh, okay.
You can get Diet Soda Stream Cola too. I wouldn't call that
That's
Pepsi
so
Max.
weird.
This is legit Pepsi Max. It's
So
new.
what's Pepsi
Newish.
Max?
Like Pepsi with no calories, but tastes better than Diet Pepsi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just drink a Pepsi, man.
No,
Get on it.
Too sweet. Are we done with talking about barbecues and smokers? Before we move on, though, what's your favorite smoked food?
My favorite smoked food. Ooh, whiskey? No.
You smoke whiskey?
Yeah, you could smoke.
Oh yeah,
whiskey.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Probably like smoked jalapeno peppers with cheese.
Really? You're so fancy, Bryce.
Not
God,
fancy.
you're fancy.
What's your favorite smoke?
Fried green tomatoes, putting horseradish on my beef.
Fried green tomatoes is like
Fancy.
low country south.
Fancy.
It's like I can't sell the unripe tomatoes to people, so I eat them unripe.
So I'm not gonna lie. Like I don't like.
Grilled cheese.
I
Oh,
just
grilled
like
cheese.
meat in general off a smoker. I don't want to rub this into you right now, but I'm gonna.
Mm.
So like smoked Brisket's obviously really good. Like we've done pulled pork in there before. Amazing. Smoked ribs. So good. Yeah. Smoked salmon or fish.
Oh, smoked salmon.
Yeah. Scott just mentioned USMC here. So I would eat like a smoker with salmon or trout is the best way to cook fish.
Smoked fish is awesome.
It's the only way that I actually like fish.
Really?
Really like it. I don't mind fish.
Right.
But if my wife's making it and she makes it as good as it can get too in the oven with the stuff she puts on it, it's good. But I'm just not a fish guy. When I come home, we're having fish for supper. I'm just. It doesn't matter how good it's about to be. I'm just disappointed. That's what I'm having for supper. It's like and when I'm making supper, it ain't fish.
It ain't. What do you
I
make?
never pull the fish out
Beef?
unless I'm smoking it.
Okay.
Smoke it.
Yeah. And in Saskatchewan, the smoked fish, like smoked perch, smoked walleye. That's not the same thing, is it? No.
Perch and walleye?
No, they're not the same thing. And what's the other one? Jackfish.
Yeah.
Smoked jackfish is awesome.
Like smoked
any
fish is amazing.
Out of a lake here in Saskatchewan is good,
smoking,
but it needs to be smoked.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Quigley says salmon on a cedar deck board. I've never understood this. I was going to be like, yeah. And then I was like, no, because I did it one time and it did nothing for me. I don't understand it.
If you're smoking it.
What's the cedar plank thing all about?
What's the idea? You would cook it on it. Like you would barbecue it on a cedar
So is the
plank.
idea that the plank's going to smoke
give it some
the
smoke.
fish?
Yeah.
Just throw the
Put it in
freaking fish in the smoker. Don't just char a plank. Just fine. I did it one time with some planks, and it didn't
do anything.
It didn't do anything for me. It was like, oh, this is fish that was smoked on or was cooked on cedar plank. It didn't add a bunch of flavor to me for anything.
Cooked it on a piece of wood.
Yeah, it was whatever.
Rustic.
But man, any meats. I actually was pleasantly surprised doing chicken on a smoker the one time I did it.
Yeah.
Because I thought, I was like, that's just gonna be dry.
Did you sauce it up after?
No, I don't know that I sauced it up. No. But I probably put like a dry rub or something on it.
Yeah.
But it was the most, brace yourself, moist chicken I've ever had on the smoker.
Yeah.
Blew my mind. I thought for sure that was going to be a dry bird. Nobody likes a dry bird. Nobody likes a dry bird. It was so good. So I would do chicken again.
We're just going to sit here talking about food.
No, yeah, I'm super hungry. Can you tell it's lunchtime? I told you before we started this, I was like, but I'm hungry. I don't want to start yet. And here I am hung up on food. Number 4, greenery.
Oh, yeah.
We should have brought Fraser on this podcast, our general manager here in Regina.
This podcast would have taken 2 hours.
The dude has a thing for some greenery. It's like, he's hardcore greenery.
He loves it.
But you know what? Go to his backyard. It's freaking awesome.
He told me his secret today, though, is a few fake plants.
Well, yeah, I could see
put some fake plants in with the real plants.
Keeps things a couple shades greener
all the time,
regardless of the weather.
That's right.
And the drought.
Yep.
Sure. So, but he's hardcore. He's got greenery on everything. He's got plants everywhere. He's got a little pergola outside. He's got he's trying to grow like a, what does he call it? Like a roof garden?
Living roof.
There it is. Like vining it up and all this. But it's sweet, man. Like his backyard's sweet. It's like, it's super cozy. When you can get closer to nature, I feel like inherently we want to be in nature.
Well, and on your deck, like herb gardens, awesome.
Herb gardens.
Herby.
Get herb.
Herbaceous, bro.
Yeah, man. Like,
I know you're calling me fancy, but
no, I'm not.
Herbs,
no.
Little fresh parsley, fresh oregano.
But you know what? I did a little box planter on my deck.
Yep.
Like a built-in one beside the stairs. It's my guardrail, so people can't fall off.
It's your guardrail.
On the other side, I got the handrail. On the other side, I got the guardrail,
which is just a planter.
It's a planter.
Nice.
And then my wife and my mother-in-law, they every spring will like do up our planters and they'll put them out on the deck. And it's so much nicer. It just adds so much to add a few plants out in the deck, because otherwise it's this, like my deck's gray and white rail, gray deck. House is white, fence is white. Everything's just white and gray.
It's one tone.
There's no life. Then I get my grass, and I take really good care of my grass. Keep that nice and green.
You're big on grass now.
But you bring some of that on. Yeah, I'm 40 now. You bring some of that onto the deck with some plants, and it's just like, it makes the whole space feel so much more inviting. I love it.
I love plants on your deck.
Yeah, plants on my deck?
On any deck?
Any deck? You don't like, you're not picky with your deck
I'm not,
plants?
No. But the more plants, the better.
More plants, the better.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can hide the deck, the better. Yeah, okay, I'll stop.
Son of a gun. Number 5, friends.
Oh, I wish I had like a...
I even gave you a chance. I like paused for a split second to allow you to say friends with me. I thought it was going to happen. I thought we were going to say friends together.
Friends.
Turns out our chemistry's not that tight.
Not right.
It's like decent, but it's not like read each other's mind good.
Yeah. If Wade was here, I'm sure he would have done it.
You're just searching.
You don't
I was,
think so?
I was leaving you. I was letting you find another button.
I couldn't.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. Joking, not joking.
Right.
Friends.
Unless you're a hermit. And then why would you even have a deck?
Then go back to number 2, privacy.
Go back to privacy.
No, but like I think this is people underutilize their deck because they only use it for their barbecue or something, or they might go out there and hang out themselves. But like invite friends over and do the outdoors.
I agree.
You know, you don't always have to just like hang out around the kitchen island. Like, because that was fun. Let's hang out around the dirty sink area where you clean all your shitty dishes.
Yeah, exactly. But if you light up your deck from the correct angle, it's big enough to fit people on it.
Right. Yeah. Get a lot of
people on your deck.
So, and I think you should. It's enjoyable when you're out there, especially if you've added in, like, we didn't talk about this, but like a little gas fireplace, becomes a little communal area now where everybody's kind of like, I mean, there's something about humans and fire. We're like moths. We like to watch fire.
Yeah. People could just sit there next to each other, not talking, watching.
100%. And just zone out. 3 hours goes by and it's like, need another beer? Yeah. And that's when you break the silence, go get the beer, and then you sit back down.
Exactly.
Back to silence.
It's
so weird.
Crackle, crackle, crackle.
So whatever you do, whatever you got for a deck, share it with your friends.
Share it with your friends. Bring your friends and family out onto your deck.
Yeah. Use
in your yard. Use it.
Use it or lose it.
Would you lose your deck if you didn't use it anymore?
Not if it's built out of fortress steel framing and Decorator's NBC composite with aluminum railing, because
what a plug.
It can't. None of that thing can go anywhere. But if it's a wood deck, you could lose that over time by not using it.
Right, like all those like post-apocalyptic worlds where like greenery's grown over everything.
Here's the thing. Yeah,
those things would survive.
Exactly. And then that'd be the perfect backyard. Exactly. It's all overgrown with all that greenery in there. But here's as things get more and more expensive in our daily lives, Bryce, because of inflation. You don't want your cost per use to be too high.
That's right.
So get out there and
use it more.
Your deck's going to cost you $15,000, that little deck in your backyard.
Over 25 years.
Over 25 years. You want to use it, you're going to go out there, what, twice a year? Oh. Do the math.
Oh.
I ain't doing the math. But like, you don't want that to cost you hundreds of dollars every time you use the deck.
Exactly. Could you imagine thinking about that every time you stepped out on your deck?
What if you're out there every day or even 200 days a year?
200 days a year.
Have your coffee out there. Have your coffee out there. And your supper. Dinner. On your deck too. And
Suppers
bring that
from
cost,
Arby's.
that use cost down.
Yeah.
Haney Construction says, I always get nervous reading his before I read them.
Yeah.
I intend to read them first, but then you stop talking and it forces me to
just say them.
Fill the air and I start reading.
Exactly.
But this guy's like, it's 70% chance of us getting canceled when I read his stuff. He says,
what did he say?
Who goes to get a new beer after 3 hours? Did you not install a beer fridge?
Oh,
that's actually wisdom that he poured out right there.
What about a rolling beer cart or?
Yeah, 100%. This list could have been 15 things long, easy. Because if not a beer fridge, at least you could have one of those like fancy little cedar coolers or something, or ice box, whatever, that you throw your drinks in. That way you don't have to make trips into the house.
Yeah,
those are awesome, and that's easy enough. Or just throw a cooler on the deck and
one of those big plastic
save
coolers.
the trips. But if you do go back in and out of the house, that counts as another trip, which then reduces your use cost.
Well, that's a good way to think of it.
Yeah,
just off and on the deck the whole night.
I'm just gonna dip inside for a minute and back out here. So those are 5 things that I think that can really, if you did all 5 of these things, you added some lights, added some privacy, or like a bit of a room with a pergola.
This is the bare minimum.
In my
opinion,
get your kitchen going. Yeah, this is
Like
100%. This is 5
bare
things you
minimum
have to do.
Yeah.
These are non-negotiable
Exactly.
deck accessories.
Exactly.
Like
We're gonna not sell you a deck if you don't get this stuff.
right. Oh, I think I'm going to do the lights later. I think you're going to do your deck later.
Exactly. Get out.
These things you have to have on your deck, or else you just don't have a nice cozy deck.
That's right. So what would be on your dream deck? The one thing that you think would make your deck the ultimate deck.
That's not on
That's
this
not
list.
on our list.
TV.
A TV, an outdoor TV.
Like a bar, like outdoor bar area TV with a TV.
Well, that's like 3 things.
Yeah, but you can't, I don't, because I don't just want a TV on any deck. It's got to be like covered and sheltered, and I have to have a place to sit.
Oh yeah.
Like I want to have a place, like, and I've designed these for people. I just don't have it in my own backyard. I want to have like the covered space with the TV on it, that with the like the
Right.
bar table with the built-in ice box. Yeah, man, you just pull up your bar stool, sit down with your pretzels and your smoked salmon,
Pretzels and your smoked salmon.
and your beers in the cooler that's built into the table.
Yeah.
And then
Your
you
local
got the
brews.
game on. You got the Rough Riders
Watching
game
the
on,
Riders.
or the Team Canada game on,
Saskatchewan Rush.
or the Team Canada soccer.
Oh, they're
The
crushing.
men are
by the way.
crushing it right now.
Screw you, El Salvador.
Or whatever, the Dallas Cowboys game. We have a lot of American viewers here too.
Oh, yeah.
Or Team
Texas.
Team USA,
They're covered in snow.
right? Cold old Texas down there. And have the game on.
Yeah.
Even if by yourself, that's an amazing environment to be in. But then you invite over your number 5s, your friends.
Your number 5s.
And now we're talking.
That sounds terrible.
Your number 5s.
You're not 1, 2, 3, or 4. You're 5th on my
Yeah.
list, man.
Yeah. The fact that you made it here means that everybody else is busy.
That's right.
Really busy.
Ugh.
So yeah, I think you do these 5 things, and then there's a bunch of other things you could do that are also awesome, but do these 5. But that's my man.
That's
Entertainment
yours.
center outside.
Entertainment center.
I'm not a gamer, but can you imagine if you were? You like
That's what, like,
throw a beanbag chair outside
movies
and game
and
outside.
Video games outside.
Come on, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I did buy an Xbox recently though.
You should play it outside.
I should.
Might be even better.
Don't have what we're talking about though.
Oh. Just move your regular TV.
Yeah, I might. We'll see.
The thing I would get, cedar hot tub.
Cedar hot tub.
Yeah, like one of those barrel cedar tubs.
Just like the little ones. It's like one or two
one
person
or two
one?
people. That'd be the best.
Would you
I'd
still
use
invite
it all
friends
the time.
over to get like the little tiny 2-person tubs? You just like
Get in and out.
get up real close.
Can only,
You need to
you can
get.
only be in there for a few minutes at a time.
You better call your number 1s and 2s.
You
for
call your
that.
number 1s.
Yeah.
2s don't get.
You don't want to get
Two-
too
twos don't
squishy
get
in a hot
invited.
tub like that. I would do a hot tub too, though.
But
That'd
like
be
a
sick, too.
little one?
Yeah.
Yeah, like because you want to use it more. That's the
100%.
way I see it.
Cold tub? Would you do a cold tub?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. After all your like strenuous athletic activity, just to like help with muscle.
Yeah, exactly.
Rehabilitation?
Right? Exactly.
Yeah, me too.
Try to run my marathon.
Yeah.
Got to get in the hot tub, cold tub, hit a few home runs, go to bed.
I hear you.
That's my
Yeah.
daily wind down schedule.
Sounds like perfect day to me too. All right. Well, I'm done talking. You done talking? That's 5 things.
That's 5 things.
So hit it. We'll see you guys next week. Don't even care anymore. Just get out of here.
Whoa.
Shit to do. Let's
Shane's
go.
hungry.
Got some stuff to do. Got to eat.
Hey,
Bye.
thank you for listening to the Ultimate Deck Podcast. Now you know what we're about. Check the site, come and shop. UltimateDeckShop.com. Hit us right away for sponsorships, or tell us if you want to collaborate. Let's go. Check us out on any social networks. Thank you for listening.